Pass interference, number 17, offense. Some penalties declined. Results of the play, third down.
Carl Jeffers checking with Dennis Allen. Wan'Dale Robinson was flagged, so the Saints declined the penalty. It will be third down and long. There are the sacks allowed. Nothing on Monday. 3 by the Saints defense today. Davis, Passanio, Granderson. Third down and 12. Giants need the 34-yard line for a first down, and they get it. First down and more. Darren Waller, in his return after missing 5 games, takes it all the way to the Saints 48. A 30-yard catch and run.
And what a luxury to have Darren Waller back. He's going against Isaac Yiadom. This is a cornerback that he's going against, and you see how quick he is with his routes. It really catches Yiadom by surprise how quickly he's able to break into his in-breaking route and then gets right back upfield for a first down. I know Dable, DeVito, they are so happy to have Darren Waller back.
Hey, 20!
Giants double their yardage on one play. Season-long 30-yard reception by Waller, and now DeVito picks up another Giants first down. And then he's shoved down by Passanio. 14 more yards with the legs for DeVito.
And this is what I like about Dable. He has an idea of what he wants to come in with. But like all great offensive coordinators, you see Breda blocking downfield. All great offensive coordinators, now he's a head coach. Whatever starts to work in the game, that's what I'm riding with. That's what he's doing right now. He says the run game, not really happening. But if I have DeVito out on the outside on the perimeter, getting those rush yards for us, I'll keep running it until they stop it.
From the Saints 35, pass complete to Wan'Dale Robinson, but he's met immediately by Alontae Taylor. You know, when we spoke with Brian Dable, and he's worked with so many terrific quarterbacks throughout his career, we asked him about the ascent of DeVito, their work together. He said when Tommy was on the practice squad back in the off-season, training camp, preseason, they would meet, just Dable and DeVito, every Thursday in the morning for 20 to 30 minutes. They would watch touchdown and turnover tapes from quarterbacks around the league, and they still do it. But that started well before DeVito became the Giants starter. Second down and 10. DeVito going deep for Slayton, incomplete.
Nice coverage by Yiadom on that one. And what I really liked of what you're talking about, and we'll see Darius Slayton, still the leading receiver for the Giants, but that's good press man coverage. Going back to Dable and the way that he has a way about him of kind of growing these quarterbacks. I love that the first thing he said was, I want to get to know the guy. Forget X's and O's, forget arm strength, arm talent. I want to know who he is, what makes him tick. And because of that, he knows what plays to call and how to get the most out of him.
Third down and 10. DeVito sacked again. Brian Brzee, the rookie out of Clemson. That's the 4th New Orleans sack.
And it goes back again to passing off the D-line stunts. This time, the defensive line stunt is trying to get passed off, but Justin Pugh, he gets pushed all the way out and completely out of position to be able to recover on Brian Brzee. He gets the sack because of the wraparound from the defensive line allows him to get there.
So the sack takes them out of field goal range, and you wonder what they would have done with Bullock questionable. They have gone for it on 4th down, as you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
But instead they punted away, and a fair catch at the 15-yard line made by Shaheed. Saints start from their 14-yard line. Jamal Williams. Down to Shannon.
You guys mentioned watching Tommy DeVito on the sideline. I've been watching him, and he is staying, just like his teammates mentioned, just poised and calm. And this is really a lot of credit to what the teammates have told us about him. You'll hear him say after the game, hey, this is a game I've been playing since I was 5 years old. He has taken it very slow. But I've got a little joke for you, Kenny, right? I'm shocked that you didn't pick this one up. They don't sell Jersey juice on Bourbon Street, do they? At least not today.
Shannon working all week on that one.
She was saving that one. She didn't let us know about that yesterday. I see you, Shannon.
Second down and 7. Carr to the outside, about a half-yard shy of the first down after the ball was tipped by Thibodeau. Kamara gathered it in.
And I highlighted Kamara right before the play happened because I want to see how is Wink Martindale going to defend him. That time he left Deonte Banks outside with Alvin Kamara. And now they're going to change the personnel. Kamara's going to go out. Speaking of Deonte Banks, he had a tremendous game against the Packers. 12 tackles. Wink Martindale joked with him about having those 12 tackles. He said, great, you had 12 tackles on the season.
Third down and 1, and the Saints pick up the first down. Kamara out to the 27. 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. There's Wink Martindale with his defense out on the field and the Saints on the move. Carr has completed his last 9 pass attempts.
Yeah, Carr now goes to the sideline. Taysom Hill, he's going to be at quarterback. In the backfield with Adam Prentice. This is where they've done a lot of their quarterback powers. They've even tried to pass out of this, so you just can't commit everybody to the run.
So after Williams picked up the first down, here's Hill. Taysom Hill was looking downfield and then tried to swing it out to Lynn Bowden. Pass incomplete.
And that's nice discipline by the secondary, because you would naturally think I'm going to go and try and stop the run. Now, Taysom Hill didn't do a good job of selling the run, which made it easy for them, but that secondary, the past 4 weeks, they've been playing really good ball. Jason Pinnock has been the leader of those guys. Xavier McKinney, he's done well. And then, of course, the corners, Adoree Jackson, Deonte Banks, they have stepped up when they needed to.
Giants leading the league in takeaways over the last 4 weeks.
Easy. 41, here we go. Oh, mama said.
Second down and 10. Play clock ran all the way down.
Orioles called timeout.
Saints able to call timeout
expiring
prior to the
That's
snap.
their first of the half.
Celebrate the holidays with the gift of football on Fox next Sunday. An NFL doubleheader featuring a showdown between the Cowboys and the Dolphins. We will be in Minnesota. Lions with an opportunity to clinch the division for the first time since 1993. And then on Christmas Day, it's the Giants and the Eagles all right here on Fox.
Yeah, those are some really good matchups.
Saints will travel west, take on the Rams next week, and then finish up with a couple of divisional games against the Bucs and the Falcons.
180's hot. 41. Here we go.
Carr pointing out 41 McFadden. Now Carr under pressure, and he throws it away. It was Bobby Okereke about to wrap him up.
This is the
and now a flag.
There's a flag. This is very frustrating. You're going to see that they're going to bring both backers.
Number 4, offense.
Carr flag for
be placed at the
intentional grounding.
Loss of down. Third down.
And it's the correct call. But what's frustrating is that Carr does mic the proper person, Micah McFadden. Then you have Okereke who's coming on the blitz. There's miscommunication between Hurst and Kamara on who is going to block which linebacker. That leaves Okereke to go scot-free and force that intentional grounding.
Okereke and McKinney have not missed a snap this season. 2 of 4 in the entire league. You mentioned miking the opposition Mike linebacker. We hear that all the time from quarterbacks. Here in the booth, 51's the mic. Pass complete, Lynn Bowden. And he is stopped a yard shy. 2 flags come in.
Now going back to why miking or identifying the correct linebacker is huge.
Holding, number 83, offense. Penalties declined. Results of the play, 4th down.
It sets up how all 5 offensive linemen and your running back are going to block. So if you identify the wrong person, then there's no way for you to account for the right defenders who are blitzing. Let's take a look at Juwan Johnson. Yeah, that's an easy call. Juwan Johnson getting called for that, and you now have a 4th down. Nice job by the Giants defense. They really stepped up on that series.
Heavily punting from his 13-yard line. Olszewski takes it out to 27. Out of bounds right around the 40. So good field position coming up following the 13-yard return. 7-3.
Whoa, pressure. And you see DeVito was trying to point to say, oh, I was throwing it to somebody, but it looked like it did not get, he didn't get outside the tackle box, which would be an intentional grounding.
First Giants penalty today. 3rd down and 22. DeVito to the outside, complete, and then Alante Taylor makes the hard hit on Daniel Bellinger.
Oh, there's a flag
at the end of the play.
Alante Taylor comes up. That is a nice textbook tackle. I really hope that they are not about to call targeting on Alante Taylor, because that was as good as it gets. That he went with his shoulder.
Unnecessary roughness, personal foul number 1. Defense. 15 yards will be added to the end of the play. Automatic. First down.
So it looked good to you.
It looked clean to me. That's very disappointing to see that they called the unnecessary roughness. You saw Daniel Bellinger catch the football. Alante Taylor is running up. It doesn't look like he launched with his head, and he makes a nice tackle. Matter of fact, he didn't even bring him down to the ground. Like, the hit was so forceful, Bellinger kind of fell on his own, and Alante Taylor went to celebrate.
So a new set of downs for the Giants from their 48-yard line. The handoff, Barkley crosses midfield. They're to 4 as the clock winds down towards the 2-minute warning. A reprieve for the Giants following the penalty assessed to Alante Taylor. With 2 minutes remaining, 2nd quarter. Here in the as we check out the NFC playoff picture. 10 wins for the Niners, Cowboys, Lions, and Eagles. 3rd down and 5. Giants must get to the 42 for a first down. Matt Breida makes the catch. And he looks to be just short. Isaac Yiadom, former Giant, made the tackle, so it's 4th and about 1.5 yards.
I don't see the punt team coming out for Brian Daboll. Looks like he wants to go for it, or he may try to draw the defense offsides. You got big personnel going in for the Saints defense. Oh, interesting. They line up in empty personnel. There we go. Yeah, trying to draw them offsides.
Now the Saints call another timeout.
Timeout, New Orleans. A 30-second timeout.
Now, not only did Bullock go into the tent, but the punter Gillum went into the tent earlier as well. Olszewski was taking some snaps as the holder, which is usually Gillum's job. There's Bullock.
Yeah. Now, what you can do with the quarterback, you line him up in shotgun, you snap it to him, and then you let him do almost a rugby style and try to punt it, or that's really the only other option unless you go for a 4th down. Right.
The offense out of the field.
That's really your only option unless you have someone else that can punt the football for you. And they go back and empty personnel again. This time DeVito is in shotgun. And here's the press man that I talked about with the Saints. This is what's made them so good all season long.
Play clock winding down. And now the Giants call timeout.
It's a 30-second timeout.
So Daboll taking a look at what the Saints were presenting defensively.
Yeah. And he tried to hard count them, not to draw them off sides, just to see if anybody was going to blitz or What kind of coverage were they going to be in? Saquon Barkley's coming back into the game now. And there's a rushing comparison. Saquon, he's been held in check. Tommy DeVito, he had 2 really nice rushes, and that's what Dennis Allen, he said, we want to make this team play left-handed. He hasn't seen that from his defense a lot this season. So far, the big-name guys for the Giants, nothing doing.
The Giants don't convert. You're giving the Saints excellent field position. DeVito hands it off, and Barkley
Nice run.
Picks up a first down.
That was
As you
all
saw,
Saquon Barkley.
He had only 4 yards up until that point on the ground. That's a huge play. Not only do you continue this drive, but Saints would not have had to go very far to get into field goal range.
Those plays, they go unnoticed. It was only 3 yards. No one talks about it. But imagine if they get a touchdown off of this play because of Saquon Barkley.
Now DeVito takes off. Oh, and he took a hard hit at the end of that play, and now a flag.
Yeah, it looks like he took a hit to the head.
Right, as he was sliding, giving himself up.
Right. How soon or how late did he start his slide, though?
He says he's all right.
He gets up, walks away.
Isaac Yiadom, the former Giant.
Yep. Let's take a look at it. They throw a flag. It was a late flag, though. There wasn't an initial flag on the slide, so let's see what happens. Tommy DeVito, he's running. He's going to scramble. And now as he's starting his slide, and to be fair, Yiadom didn't go and hit him in the head. Yiadom got him kind of on the arm, right back area, right, and then his head actually hit the ground.
It looked worse as the head snapped.
It really did.
But the hit was at the back of the left shoulder.
Correct, and you see DeVito actually
There's no
looks
foul
at
on the
Yiadom.
play. The defender did not contact the runner in the head and neck area.
They'll pick up the flag, and that seems to be the right call.
That's a good call, and it's really a learning lesson for Tommy DeVito. You have to go down sooner, right? You don't realize how fast these corners, linebackers are, safeties are now in the league. So what you could get away with in college, you can't get away with now. Most importantly, he's okay. He's out there. He got up. He has his wits about him, so it's all good. And Isaac Yiadom with a nice physical tackle.
The official start of the clock, and now the Giants will call timeout. Hey, Gronk, what's coming up at the half?
Nice throw, Cletus. Thanks, guys. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Show, Terry will have all the highlights. Plus, we're going to get you ready for the big game in my hometown, Buffalo. Cowboys and Bills is going to be lit. See you at the half.
All right, thanks, Gronk. Well, Tommy DeVito will head into the medical tent after his head snapped back and then hit the turf, as we saw. One more look.
Right, they're checking for a concussion, not because of the hit by Yiadom, but because his helmet slammed on the ground. But you can see he actually looks very, very frustrated and annoyed that they're taking him for protocol. So,
but better to be safe. They take him out.
Yes.
Tyrod Taylor checks in. Remember, Taylor was healthy enough to start last week, but Brian Daboll decided to keep the DeVito train rolling right along.
And to Tyrod Taylor's credit, he's been nothing but helpful to Tommy DeVito. How many times did Tommy DeVito tell us when we're talking with him?
46-34. Both clocks will start on my signal.
We were talking and interviewing DeVito, and he said how Tyrod has been extremely helpful, not just for the game plan, but how to prepare, time management. Well, how should I deal with my receivers in practice? Not to, overload them, but to actually get some productivity, get on the same page. So it's been a blessing for DeVito to have Tyrod Taylor. And I know Daboll's been excited about it as well.
We saw Daboll asking, do I get my timeout back? He does. Ruled an official's timeout. And now Taylor's pass caught at the 29-yard line by Robinson. And now the Giants will use that timeout. Tyrod Taylor started 3 games earlier this season after the injury suffered by Daniel Jones. Jones and Taylor 1 win apiece. DeVito with a record of 3-1.
DeVito just sitting back, watching, learning the do's and don'ts of playing quarterback. And then, of course, when you get out there and now everything's live, you got to figure it out as you go. Tyrod Taylor, he's been there, he's done that, and he knows his role. But right now, my guess is he's going to continue to keep the short passing game alive and not test the Saints defense deep, risking a turnover.
From the New Orleans 29, Taylor's pass off the hands of Matt Breida hit the ground. Incomplete.
Just talking about turnovers, that was a close one. This is a little high for Breida. Yeah, that ball definitely bounces, and Avibo, nice acting. Oh, wanting to get up and take off like he got it. Nice job by the officials, but when you're throwing to these running backs, Saquon's a different story. Alvin Kamara, he's a different story. Most running backs, you got to put it between the numbers.
Second down and 10. 28 seconds remaining. Taylor over the middle. Take it down at the 21-yard line. Breida. Giants out of timeouts. Gain of 8. 15 seconds. Taylor.
Looks like he's going to run a play instead of...
Yeah, looking over to the sidelines. They are out of timeouts.
Oh, no, what they're doing. Yeah, that's what he's doing.
He does.
All right, nice. Nice.
So the clock ran all the way down to 5. And now the Giants, as DeVito heads to the locker room, Giants send out Jamie Gillen. He has attempted 1 field goal. That was with Cleveland back in 2020 at the Jets. Missed a 50-yarder. Olszewski will place it down from the left hash. The punter, Gillen, from 40 yards out. Gillen's kick is good. They call him the Scottish Hammer. In for the injured Bullock, and Gillen connects from 40.
Nice job, and all of this made possible by that 4th down Saquon Barkley run. Gets that second effort to get the first down, brings them into field goal range, and to get points on the board before the end of the half.
So Jamie Gillen puts 3 points on the board for the Giants.